The biggest musical hits of the 60s, the legendary artists who created them, together in one spectacular tribute to the greatest decade in music history, the Don Kirschner Rock Awards. Coming up, your host Davy Jones and an all-star lineup of presenters take you on a magical, memorable tour of rock and roll's finest era, the 60s. You'll be hearing the greatest hits of the 1960s, including every song nominated for Record of the Year, plus the #1 record of the decade, personally presented by rock legend Don Kirschner. And for the first time ever, every nominated song, every record of the year, every #1 hit you'll hear on this program, and more are all available to you in the Ultimate 60s Rock and Roll Collection.
It is the classic rock and roll collection that defines an era and is available to you. The music, the history, the memories, and the dreams. I know you want to be a part of it. We all were.
From Philadelphia, the home of rock and roll, it's Don Kirschner's Rock Awards, hosted by legendary Monkey star Davy Jones. Tonight, join us as we search for the 60s record of the decade with special guest presenters from the Tokens, Jay Siegel. From the Young Rascals, Felix Cavallari. From the Brooklyn Bridge, Johnny Maestro. From the McCoys, Rick Derringer. From the Archies, Ron Dante. Plus a special appearance by the man who has been at the center of rock and roll for 3 decades, who discovered and developed artists such as Bobby Darin, the Monkees, Neil Sedaka, Carole King, and many others, and who brought rock concerts to network TV, rock legend Don Kirschner.
Watch me now! I kick the blankets on the floor, turn my pillow upside down. I never did before, because I was tossing and turning all night. I know girl so sweet, she's so fine to me. Got everything that I desire. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Peter Tamarkin, and the show is about to begin. Picture this. It's September 12th, 1966. Millions of TVs are tuned to NBC, and we all get our first look at a face that we'll come to know and love. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for this evening from the Monkees, Mr. Davy Jones.
Hello, everybody. You all right? Great to see you. Welcome to the Don Kirschner Rock Awards. They grow 'em big round here, don't they? Now, as we know, the 60s were dominated by black music. Oh, black music, excuse me. And it looks like the 90s will be dominated by chrome music. Now, they say the great thing about these things is they never wear out and they always sound terrific. But that also is true about the music of the 60s. Now, this is going to be fun. Good. In 1961, we started our reach for the stars. The race for space began. The nominees for Don Kirschner's Rock Awards for 1961 are...
Just running scared.
Running Scared by the great Roy Orbison.
Each place I wink my way in the dark.
The Lion Sleeps Tonight by the legendary Tokens.
In the dark. I couldn't sleep at all last night.
Tossin' and Turn by the incomparable Bobby Lewis. And the winner of Record of the Year 1961 is the Tokens. The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Accepting the Record of the Year award for 1961 from the Tokens, Mr. Jay Siegel. You're reliving the best of the 60s on Don Kirschner's Rock Awards. Later on this program, you'll have an opportunity to obtain a limited edition collector's set that includes every single award-winning song you're hearing on the show, every nominated song, every record of the year, and many, many more. This very special collection includes the 80 songs that were the best of a generation. It's a package that's never been offered before and not sold in any store. Stay tuned to find out how you can get this one-of-a-kind collection for your very own personal music library.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to spend the next year with me, from 1969, the worst that could happen, Mr. Johnny Maestro. What's the matter, John?
Just tired of hearing people say the worst that could happen every time I come out.
Hey, you could be a monkey.
You're right, things could be worse.
But the 60s were a really special time for me, you know.
They were very special years, Davy, for all of us. In 1962, a new dance craze was launched, the twist. And as the world was watching, we launched the first American into orbit.
And back on Earth, a group placed the song Into Orbit, which happened to be our first nominated song for 1962. Do You Love Me, performed by the Contours. Gene Chandler, Duke of Earl.
Tell Him by the Exciters. Neil Sedaka with Breaking Up is Hard to Do.
And the envelope, please. Would you like to do the honors on this one, then?
It would be my pleasure.
Meet my friend.
The record for the year 1962, Neil Sedaka, Breaking Up.
This #1 hit went gold a second time when Neil Sedaka re-recorded Breaking Up is Hard to Do in 1976 as a ballad.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next presenter, the winner for Song of the Year 1961, Jay Siegel of the Tokens.
Davy, 1963 was a year a man named King shared his dream with us.
Yeah, and the nominees for Song of the Year for 1963 are...
He's So Fine by the Chiffons. I love a girl in the
Dion, Ruby Baby.
This girl don't love me, but I love her just the same. Our day will come, performed by Ruby and the Romantics. And the winner is the Chiffons, He's So Fine.
He's So Fine was rejected by 10 record companies before Laurie Records took a chance on it. The song went #1 in just 3 weeks.
1964 was the year we got a glimpse of the future at the New York World's Fair.
It was also the year of the Go-Go Dancer. It was one of my favorite years. So let's dance to the beat of the 1964 nominees.
Hey Little Cobra by the Ripcord.
Roy Orbison and Oh Pretty Woman.
It's the Beach Boys with I Get Around.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry, you try me.
Miss Dionne Warwick and Walk On By.
And the winner is the Beach Boys, I Get Around.
I Get Around was the Beach Boys' first single to go all the way to #1 on the charts.
Ladies and gentlemen, he landed a #1 record as lead singer from the Archies. Please welcome the incredible Mr. Ron Dante. Mr. Ron Dante.
16 songs were nominated from 1960 through 1964. 5 have been named Record of the Year. Still to come are the nominees from 1965 through 1969 and the Record of the Decade. Now you can own this ultimate 60s collection, including every song you'll hear on this program and much, much more. Get ready, because here comes the best of the 60s in one tremendous package. Every magic moment. Every misty memory. Even Monkey Mania. It's all here in the ultimate collector set. Don Kirschner presents 60 hits from the 60s. This offer is not available anywhere else. You'll get every record of the year, plus the record of the decade, and every single nominated song. That's right, every single song you hear on this telecast from the original master recordings by the original artist who took them to the top of the charts. Every great memory from the 60s, all in one unbelievable package, personally selected by Don Kirschner. Available exclusively through this special television offer and not sold in any store.
I get around. Sugar, sugar. Sunshine came softly through my...
But that's not all. In this special TV offer, you'll get a second collection of hits from Don Kirschner, the ones that were #1. It's the absolute best of the 60s. 2 complete collections, 80 songs in all. Digitally mastered for the first time and sounding better than you've ever heard them on 4 compact discs or 8 premium cassettes. This collection is only available through this offer.
To order 60s Lock, call 1-800-447-8868. We'll bill your credit card in 3 installments of $19.98 for cassettes or $23.31 for CDs, with $6.95 shipping and handling added to your first installment. Or send check or money order for $59.95 for cassettes or $69.95 for CDs, plus $6.95 shipping and handling to 60s Lock, P.O. Box 6105, Westerville, Ohio 43081. Call 1-800-447-8868 now.
Welcome back to the Don Kirschner Rock Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Young Rascals, Mr. Felix Cavalieri.
Davy, 1965 marked some big changes. Hair got longer, skirts got shorter.
Pants came down.
And pants got high.
Oh, excuse me. Pants got higher. Nominees for Song of the Year 1965 are... Turn, Turn, Turn by the Birds.
Hang on, Sloopy by the McCoy.
Kind of a drag.
Kind of a drag.
Kind of a drag.
The Circle singing. Hey guys, that's my part. I say Red Rubber Ball, okay?
And the winner is? All right, it's Hang On, Sloopy.
Accepting the Record of the Year award for 1965 from the McCoys, Mr. Rick Derringer.
1966 was a great year for rock and roll, and the nominees are...
Hold it. Wait a minute. Dave, I'm sorry you've been disqualified from this particular year.
Disqualified, what do you mean?
Well,
Disqualified?
the first nominated song for 1966 is a song that got Davy disqualified as a presenter.
Then the song...
I'm a Believer, the Monkees. Bus Stop by the Hollies.
Hot town, summer in the city.
Summer in the City by the Lovin' Spoonful.
Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city.
Time won't let me by the Outsider.
And the winner is... The winner. I'm a Believer by the Monkees.
Accepting the Record of the Year award for 1966 from the Monkees, Mr. Davy Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the winner of the Don Kirschner Rock Award for 1965 from the McCoys, Rick Derringer. In 1967, maxi coats are worn over miniskirts, and some unusual fashions are considered the height of fashion.
On the music scene, things are really looking up. The
Well,
nominees...
we're always looking up, me and you,
Yeah,
aren't
that's
we?
right. We always look up. And the nominees for the Song of the Year 1967 are... Brown-Eyed Girl by Van Morrison.
We used to sing.
Now when you're feeling low and
Little Bit of Soul by the Music Explosion.
this magic moment,
This Magic Moment by Jay and the Americans.
so new was like any other. Lonely days ago,
The Letter by the Box Top. And the winner is for 1967, Jay and the Americans, This Magic Moment.
This magic moment marked the fourth top 10 smash for the quintet from Brooklyn, known as Jay and the Americans.
1968 was a year of protests and peace. There were student strikes, student sit-ins, love-ins.
Well, here are the nominees for the Don Kirshner Rock Awards for 1968.
Just call me Angel.
Angel of the Morning by Mary Lee Rush. The Worst That Can Happen by the Brooklyn Bridge.
hurry, you're getting married. This time you're really sure.
Young Girl by Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. Richie Bell, the Thrills. And the winner is 1968, the Brooklyn Bridge, The Worst That Could Happen.
All right.
Accepting the Record of the Year award for 1968 from the Brooklyn Bridge, Mr. Johnny Maestro. Still to come is the winner of the 1969 Record of the Year award, plus Don Kirshner's presentation of the 1960s Record of the Decade. Get ready, because here comes the best of the 60s in one tremendous package. Don Kirshner presents 60 hits from the 60s. Here's your chance to own the greatest collection of 60s music ever assembled. All digitally mastered from the original recordings by the original artists. Plus, if you order now, you'll receive a second dynamite collection of 20 #1 hits of the 60s. That's 2 complete collections, 80 songs in all. Each personally selected by Don Kirshner and available on 4 compact discs or 8 premium cassettes. This limited edition collection cannot be sold in any store and is available only through this exclusive television offer.
To order 60s Rock, call 1-800-447-8868. We'll bill your credit card in 3 installments of $19.98 for cassettes or $23.31 for CDs, with $6.95 shipping and handling added to your first installment. Or send check or money order for $59.95 for cassettes or $69.95 for CDs, plus $6.95 shipping and handling to 60s Rock, P.O. Box 6105, Westerville, Ohio 43081. Call 1-800-447-8868 now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Davy Jones.
The 60s ended with 2 of the most startling events of the 20th century. 400,000 rock and roll fans landed on Max Yasgur's farm, upstate New York, for the incredible Woodstock Festival. And 2 guys named Armstrong and Aldrin landed on the moon. And the first nominated song for the last year of the decade, Sugar, Sugar, Sugar by the Archies. Honey, honey, you are my candy girl. Everyday People by Sly and the Family Stone. Busy by Tommy Rowe. It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers. And the winner is... I wonder what it could be. Let me see here. 1969, the Archies, Ron Dante.
Accepting the Record of the Year award for 1969 from the Archies, Mr. Ron Dante.
Everybody's here tonight because of one thing. We all love rock and roll. And I've met a lot of people in the music business, but only one of them deserves to have his name appear above the words rock and roll. And that is Mr. Don Kirshner.
Davy, thanks so much. Yes, it's true, I do love rock and roll, and I've been lucky enough to work with some of the most talented people in show business. People like Neil Diamond, Tony Orlando, and the Righteous Brothers. I've been listening to the names and songs backstage and remembering what an exciting part of music history is captured in these records of the 60s. And the record of the decade is... Thank you. The record of the decade is The Monkees, Unbelievable.
Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Her trace.
everybody here in Philly and everybody at home. Thanks to all the producers, the songwriters, all the musicians from the 60s. Thanks for all the great songs, and thanks for all the happy memories. Goodbye, everybody.
Stay tuned for a special message from Davy Jones.
What a fantastic show it was. And I must say it was a pleasure to have been part of such an event. What is even better is the fact that this show and the great music that went along with it doesn't have to end. Now you can keep the music alive and the memories lasting forever. I had the honor of creating some of the music for you, and now I have the honor of helping my friend Donnie Kirschner bring you a music collection that is a celebration of that era. Don Kirschner made many things possible for many people in the music business, including the Monkees, and for all that we are very, very thankful. You've heard 40 great songs from the 60s by the original artists. Now, thanks to Don Kirschner, you can have this classic rock and roll collection for your own music library. There are many more great chart busters in this collection. Dizzy from Tommy Rowe, Love Is Here from the Supremes, Incense and Peppermint from the Strawberry Alarm Clock, and many others. They're all included in this special collection. In fact, you'll receive 60 songs from the 60s on CDs or cassettes, and an additional special package of 20 songs that went to #1. A total of 80 songs in all. The 60s were filled with incredible images. The first man on the moon, Woodstock, Kennedy, and King, they all evoke memories. And the music is the link that ties it all together. The music of the 60s is our window to the past and reminds us of what our dreams for the future were. It is the classic rock and roll collection that defines an era and is available to you. The music, the history, the memories, and the dreams. I know you want to be a part of it. We all were.
To order 60s Rock, call 1-800-447-8868. We'll bill your credit card in 3 installments of $19.98 for cassettes or $23.31 for CDs, with $6.95 shipping and handling added to your first installment. Or send check or money order for $59.95 for cassettes or $69.95 for CDs, plus $6.95 shipping and handling to 60s Rock, P.O. Box 6105, Westerville, Ohio 43081. Call 1-800-447-8868 now.
The preceding program was a paid commercial for the Don Kirschner Rock Awards, presented by Quantum Marketing International and produced by Brockway Television.